Okay, this is France's first couple. They sue Candace Owens for defamation over claims that Brigitte Macron is a man. Okay, now this is Brigitte right here. You see on the right, a French former teacher and wife of Emmanuel Macron, the incumbent president of France. As you see him on the left, right there. Politician who has served as president of France and co-prince of Andorra since 2017. He served as minister of the economy, industry, and digital affairs under President Francois Hollande. I don't know if I'm saying that right. From 2014 to 2016. Okay, so the president of France. He is age 47 right now, so there's Donald Trump connections obviously here with two presidents, right? He's age 47. Remember, Trump equals 47, president equals 47, government authority equals 47. Okay? And so Candace Owens claims that Bridget is a man. Now she's getting sued. Candace Owens is an American political commentator and author. Her political positions have mostly been described as far right or conservative, okay? Let me fix that. A lot of energy taken out of me with all the Hulk Hogan stuff yesterday. Let's play this video. So Candace Owens sued over claims his wife was born male.
French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte Macron are reportedly suing Candace Owens for defamation over her claims that France's First Lady was born a male. In the lawsuit filed in a Delaware Superior Court on July 23rd, the pair claim Owens started a, quote, campaign of global humiliation and relentless bullying, according to NBC News. One example they reportedly used in the defamation suit is that Owens claimed the First Lady of France was born a male under the name Jean-Michel, which NBC News reports is actually the name of her older brother. Quote, every time the Macrons leave their home, they do so knowing that countless people have heard and many believe these vile fabrications. It is invasive, dehumanizing, and deeply unjust, the complaint said as reported by NBC News. As a result, the President and First Lady of France are seeking an unspecified amount of compensatory and punitive damages per NBC News. Access Hollywood has reached out to Owens and the Macrons for comment. This is the latest defamation lawsuit from a global leader. President Donald Trump has filed several defamation suits over the past months, most recently against the Wall Street Journal for its reporting that the commander-in-chief allegedly composed a lewd 50th birthday card for Jeffrey Epstein in 2003, which Trump denies. The Journal's parent company, Dow Jones, said in response to Trump's lawsuit that it stands by the accuracy of its reporting.
And there you see a Donald Trump connection as well. So this guy's the president of France. Remember when you put France in the calculator, look, France has that 47. Macron's age 47 to go with and Trump also the 47th president to go with the Trump 47 government president and all that. France even has 29 like Trump. Look at that 115, the reverse cipher. That was the selection date, November 5th, back in 2024 when Trump got selected, right? So obvious connections here. with these two political figures. Now, how old is Brigitte? Okay, she's actually born the same year as Hulk Hogan, so she's born in 53. Hulk Hogan also born in 53. She's just born a few months before Hogan. But look, she's born that same year. So she's age 72. Okay, so now we go to the connections that I have here, and this should be fairly simple. It's not a coincidence. Her birthday is 16 days before Candace Owens. Look at that right there. Okay, and I mentioned born that same year as Hulk Hogan is Brigitte Macron. And of course, their birthdays are 16 days apart. I don't think that's a coincidence whatsoever. I ain't gonna lie, I get Michelle Obama vibes with Candace Owens, but I'm getting Obama family vibes as well. Now, I haven't really looked into that, but I don't know. I'm feeling something there. But you could see these birthdays 16 days apart here. She claims Bridget is a man, I guess. Now she's getting sued. And, you hear a lot of that stuff with Michelle Obama as well. And her husband even has man in his name. Look at that. Emmanuel Macron, President of France. You see that? He's got man in his name. Remember, I believe this stuff all hits with the language. So you gotta look at the language. It's like magic, spelling, spell casting. So France's first couple sue Candace Owens for defamation over these claims that she is a man and born in 53, so a little bit older. I don't know what's wrong with her face though. If that's just from surgeries or, maybe just as she grows older, I guess maybe it's normal, but interesting character, right? But you see that right there, MAN in his name. Is it a coincidence? Even Candace Owens has 64 like Macron. So you see how these characters further sync up. Remember, they got the birthday 16 days apart from each other. His birthday, I think, is in December. But his wife, April, Candace Owens, April. So you see the suit was filed Wednesday for the Macrons in a Delaware court was really a last resort after a fruitless year-long effort to engage with Owens and request that she do the right thing, tell the truth, stop spreading these lies. And there's probably more in the article that we'll visit, but you see Wednesday, 101 days after Bridget's birthday, and it's a 102-day span. So from start to end on the dates, it's a 102-day span, but 101 days after her birthday. Candace Owens Farmer equals 102. Farmer 101. So you look at how that syncs up with this character that she's accusing. She's saying this character is a man. And this could be a way of them putting the truth out. I maybe more than halfway, right? So they're putting this energy out there that some of these females are men, right? But then they may throw this defamation suit to make you just question Candace Owens, right? And you get these political figures who are meant to divide on top of that. But you see the 101 days after her birthday, 102-day span, and how that syncs up with Candace Owens. You see also known as Candace Amber Owens, but you see the names there. Candace Amber Owens or Candace Owens Farmer. Okay, so maybe Amber's just her middle name, and then she's married to somebody named Farmer. But either way, you see how they list her name, right? So who is she? Is she married then? I'm assuming. Candace Owens' husband, George Farmer, British American entrepreneur and businessman, the former chairman of Turning Point UK, and the former CEO of Parler and Parliament Technologies. Okay, so that's where it comes in. Wow, look at his birthday. His birthday's 6 days before Macron. Look at this. George Farmer. Look at that. He's got the December 15th birthday. So her husband connects to Emmanuel Macron, the husband of the one of Brigitte being accused of being a man. Look at that. December 15. Look at Emmanuel Macron, December 21st, 6 days later. How about that? And then Brigitte's birthday being 16 days before Candace Owens. Brigitte with the April 13, Candace with the April 29. So there's an on the fly connection right there. There's George Farmer. Probably like low key connected to Farmers Insurance. They just don't tell us, right? That could be just you could say that that's my opinion, right? It's okay to have opinions. I mean, you never know, right? That they be doing things like that and then just not wanting us to know. So, okay, so Amber I guess would be the middle name, but married, she's Candace Owens Farmer. But you see how that connects. Now, that 101 days after Bridget's birthday, look at all these variations. That's the same as 14 weeks, 3 days after her birthday, this suit filed. 14-3, Wednesday, the suit was filed. Wednesday equals 143. And notice how you get the same numbers with her birthday. Her birthday's 413. Just mix them up and you get that 143, right? And don't forget, she's got that Hulk Hogan, you know, I'm referring to her as she, but claims that she's a man, right? You see her next to Emmanuel right there. Even that 3 months, 10 days is like 31. Okay, remember Donald equals 31. Hulk Hogan's death, Vince McMahon has the same birthday as Linda Hogan, ex-wife to Hulk Hogan. But Vince McMahon, his net worth is 3.1 billion. And Hulk Hogan died 7/24. 7 plus 24 is 31. And there's another 31 with that. I just forgot it. Even that 13th day birthday, you get that 1 and the 3 again, right? Now, look at this. Trending stories at the same time. Candace Amber Owens, 146. Ordinal Cipher. Hulk Hogan, 146. RIP to the character. That's Donald Trump's birthday, the 14th day of the 6th month. When I think of Owens, I think of Owen Hart, which connects to another wrestling death, pro wrestler Owen Hart back in the day. Member of the Hart family. Okay, Bret Hart, the brother, all of the Hart family, right? But look at Owens, like Owen Hart. And you see Candace Owens in like kind of like that yellow right there. Look how Candace Amber Owens equals 65, Hulk equals 65, Owen Hart born in 65 with that Owens Owen connection. Isn't that a little bit wild right there? And I actually lost all of my numbers for this breakdown. As I was putting it together, I lost all of the gematria. So there may actually be more in there. I just lost it. And remember, Brigitte, born in 53, like Hulk Hogan, also born in 53 on the fly. And that Trump birthday 146, that's been hitting. Oh, he's been hitting.
French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte are suing right-wing podcaster and conspiracy theorist Candace Owens. The defamation lawsuit filed today in Delaware claims that Owens has engaged in a, quote, relentless and unjustified smear campaign against the couple. The complaint goes on to allege that Owens spread outrageous conspiracy theories that France's First Lady could be a man, that the Macrons are related in committing incest, and that the Macrons, the couple, is being controlled by the CIA. She just posted a video reacting to the lawsuit. She calls it a, quote, obvious and desperate public relations strategy. The lawsuit claims that this has been a year-long campaign by Candace Owens. Why are the Macrons suing now?
Well, this was really a last resort. We have attempted to engage with her for the last year, putting evidence in front of her, request after request after request, that she just simply do the right thing. This is not a legal thing. Do the right thing, tell the truth, stop spreading these lies. And each time we've done that, she mocked the Macrons. She mocked our efforts to set the record straight. She refused to retract what she had said. She started a merch campaign. She's selling T-shirts mocking and celebrating her defamation of them. And enough is enough. It was time to hold her accountable for this campaign.
That's wild. So this is kind of like maybe some programming too. Like we can't give our opinions on these characters, or we could get shut down maybe. Right? And I'm still expecting more restrictions online. Think about our decodes, right? How, in the future they may make claims. I hate to even put that energy out there, right? So maybe I shouldn't. But yeah, this could be some kind of future programming. As maybe they just want all the news to line up, right? And then maybe they shut out. They're calling conspiracy theories. And I'm pretty sure whether this claim is true or false, that I'm pretty sure that there is females out there portraying men on the world stage. And okay, I'm not like attacking them or anything like super negative like that. It's just, if we're being deceived, we have the right to question. Correct? This is Brigitte here. She is 72 years old. Let's go to Candace Owens over here. And again, I get Obama vibes when I look at Candace Owens. And you get a lot of those same questions about Michelle Obama. And I'm not saying that that I know for a fact that there's some kind of connection between Obama and her. It's not what I'm saying. It's just sometimes I get these vibes, and then you get those Michelle Obama rumors as well, right? And they're both connected to politics. I mean, Obviously, Michelle Obama's older, and I'm not saying they like look exactly the same or anything. I just kind of like get those vibes from Candace Owens. That's all I'm saying. So that's it. And Candace Owens, age 36. Okay. I'm just scroll down the article here. The Macrons have been married since 2007, and Emmanuel Macron has been France's president since 2017. Owens, a right-leaning political commentator whose YouTube channel has about 4.5 million subscribers. Remember Trump, the 45th president, as well as the 47th as well. She was denied. I remember this story. She was denied a visa from New Zealand and Australia, citing remarks in which she denied Nazi medical. Ooh, a lot of words in there. Experimentation on the J words in the camps during World War II. Ooh, wow. Not going to be a popular video according to the algorithm, but okay. So that's the story here. I mean, what do you think? That's amazing that he's got man in his name. Even defamation. Ooh, I was thinking almost had that man in it as well. Defamation. Not quite though. But yeah, he's got man in his name and his wife being accused of being a man. You get that Hulk Hogan connection. She's got that yellow on in a lot of these pics, like Hulk Hogan too. That kind of yellow there. That's interesting. Okay, France's first couple sue Candace Owens for defamation over claims that Brigitte Macron is a man. Shout out to y'all. Until next time, peace.